peek. It keeps the man over at the back of plywood at bay, but that might not matter because Lucky bested. Kenny will shut down one, but he finds himself now in the 2-on-3. Will he check close left? Kenny will. Nexa, good night, Kenny! Third kill, looking for a little bit more, and he's still hungry for it. Esperanto on the other side, holding close, and Kenny's gonna cement this round, 11-12. In that awkward spot where it's like, do you force till the end of this series if they lose, or do they take an eco and try and play for OT? And Valiants, I mean, they're in a similar boat. This is looking like it's going to be the A play, and G2, they've read into this as a B play. They've got 3 players, they've hedged their bets, they've taken a gamble, and it might not pay off. Jack's over at long. He's been very quiet in this map. He opens up, and what a time for him to find 3. Looking for the 4th, he will finally get quelled, but Kenny still alive, still.
CSGO's gone down. That's the big part of the puzzle that goes with it. Now Frozen doesn't feel very comfortable. What the hell was that flick? That's 2 kills in quick succession. The blink of an eye. He's turned this round on its head. He doesn't need any support at all. He's a one-man army, and he could be getting more. Not quite, but buys up enough time for Rops to get into position and strike onto Letney. Otto will not do any better. Frozen with those 2 kills, so vitally important for Mouse Sports.
Yeah, I know Frozen was a bit in his own head yesterday. For trouble as well, he's got Woxic for support, but they might get overwhelmed just by sheer numbers, and there's CSGO off the board as well.
Pressure really mounting for Woxic. Can he hold on? Yes, he can. Oh, 3 kills in quick succession. And it could be a 4th, and it is. Somehow this man is held his ground by himself. Both players very much healthy. Plenty of time left for the bomb. Not a control for Otto. And he's done it! Woxic with a ridiculous clutch.
And there's no way to analyze that other...
No fear. It's a gimme round. It should be a freebie, and they know it. That grenade has chipped everybody, but not really significantly. And now the peek in. They're trying to bait Mouse Sports into over-aggressing. I like the idea, and it nearly pays off with a kill, but this is really where Woxic can open up and show us why he is so feared with the AWP. It's against an eco, but nice AWP work in the end. A 4K, there's the ace. Confidence builder as well.
2 aces for him in these...
Już po pierwszej połowie, czyli te 3 rundy, dobrze byłoby jeszcze wygrać. Oj, ale teraz co robi Stomp? Trafia ją! Stomp! Stomp po raz kolejny! Lollipop po raz box obijani!
Still on the ramp, but right now G2 have rounded the corner. Jax with the double entry, stepping up again when we need him most. Otto drops Lucky in the meantime, but Jax is still here, and Otto's still kicking down the door. 2 kills with the AWP. Bomb dropped in the site. And G2 still a man up. Shox has managed to get himself around this corner, and no one has an idea just yet.
Amanek baits that first shot, tries to go back in. Shox, as you said, he's the unknown factor, and Amanek is doing such a good job of peeling this attention away, but finally they've dealt with him, and now Otto, will he be ready?
No.
That flash is perfect. He has to get this kill, and he will. Kenny left alone, 1 AWP versus 2, but if there was any man for the job, it has to be Kenny. Yes, there's the first. Spots him on the ramp as well with the jump peek. Tries to fake it out. The nade finds damage, but Otto getting the kill. Heartbreak Hotel for Kenny in that round.
To B. Two guys dead.
There, 1 mid.
That's banana, maybe.
Banana. 3 guys.
Alright,
Nice.
one behind.
That's pool. Yeah, pool last. Don't pull.
Top right.
Oh, what a peak. Nice ace, man.
It's on a razor's edge. Who's actually going to get it? But this inner push has been fruitful for Valiant. It's been traded back, though.
2 of the star players for Mouse Sports have begun to shine. Pulling just outside of the clouds that were looming overhead for a while here on Train. Hunter spoilt for choice with 2 players peeking him, but it's going to be Frozen again, the youngster. Turning some heads. Otto and Esperanto going to fight until the bitter end of this half. No kits available, both with a smoke. AK and AWP to their hand, but Woxic is making a rotation. CSGO, as ever, with the SG, primed, positioned, ready to strike. He's going to be given the call to do just that momentarily because Valiant's now starting to make a move. Both sides of the bomb The first shot does connect, but not enough to kill Chris J. There's a team kill in there, but they're not going to care because Frozen doubles up, and Mouse Sports will have the...
All over the place with the AWP, so I want to see if Letney and Hunter can keep it up, but they can keep creating these openings. Once we get into the gun rounds, that's where Valus can really start to work towards that territory where Mouse Sports perhaps take their first loss on Train in the offline environment.
Hunter behind them, but I think he just switched weapons. I'm not entirely sure what happened there because we just switched to him, but he dies. 50 seconds to go. Yep. That's a weapon that trades hands, and now they have a clean run straight to the other side.
That's a big catch, though, from Nexo. You feel like if Rops could have come out A, this could have been a dangerous round. But now that he gets that kill, these two B players can settle in. One of them at least has, I think both of them are actually the oppers. So that could be good or bad, I guess, depending on if the distance is closed or not.
Well, if they both miss, it's very bad, but fortunately for Valiant, Letney puts the bullet down range and it can extend the mask. There's another one. Woxic close range, the Eagle. Oh, that's a hell of a shot by Letney. You can see it from his perspective, but that would have been a reaction shot and a half.
Yeah, he's done well. Letney, this is one of the few maps.
It's like only the 1D, though.
Like I said, Alex, spam this clock to help Freddy Frog.
Doesn't even rhyme.
It does. Oh, okay. Well, this rhymes, and this pretty much rhymes on what we have seen so far from Chaos. Unbelievable shot. Sparrow is going to be... Okay, you know what? Forget about this. I don't want to play overpower.
Try to clear out B again. Do a decoy palace?
They're going B.
Could be.
If they're not, rotate fast. B, B, B.
I don't hear anything. Dead.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
No!
No! I got greedy.
Dit is echt bizar. Ja! Wat? Nee!
What the fuck?
Nee!
Ja, dat is echt zo'n dismay schot.
Ja, ik ben klaar. Ik ben klaar. Ik ben klaar. Ik ben klaar.
Nice! My mouse is dead. My mouse is dead. Guys,
Wait, Henky, G
mouse is dead.
Oh no. Just 2v1, 2v1
Just
bro.
guys, I need to plug him. No!
Jungle.
I can't shoot, guys!
Jungle!
Guys, help me!
He's jungle.
Oh my god, what is this?
Wait, your mouse is fixed.
Olha o Kibe!
Sacanagem, foi de graça essa. Olha o Rafa cego, irmão. Essa foi muito de graça.
Ai, Rafa cego leva o PRT, abre e leva o Tiba também, com 26 de vida, agora sim. O Rafa vai recuar pra delírio dela.
O que ele tá fazendo, Rafa, bicho?
Meu amigo, o Riotos pega o VSM no meio e agora é ponto pra WCTM, Juca. 5x2.
Olha, o Tanto vai pro round.
Deles perderem é impossível, cara. Tanto veio pra cima.
Upper, both oil. 2 oil, one side, dead, one oil. 2 oil, dead. One is side. One B. Side. Get lower train. Dead.
Higher. Nice one. Got it.
Consegui pegar,
Tem que pegar com tranquilidade até, Juca. Riotos planta C4, ele Rafa no 2x3 contra Tartaruga, dificilzão, PRT Pirulito. Pirulito já levado.
Piruto, não tem L.
É agora Turtle e Hardzão contra Riots e Rafa. 14-11, vai abrir, vai ser deletado. Agora tá todo mundo no Hardzão. Não consegue rasgar o Rafa. 70 de vida ainda pra ele, dificilzão. Leva o Rafa, agora é 1x1, ele contra o Riots. Vai subir em cima da caixa, vai levar o Riots. Que clutch do dificilzão do Durão. E pichou, Juca Deus.
Nossa, irmão!
Jogadores por aqui, vai pegar o Pirulito, só que o Pirulito, tilt burso pra dar ajuda. Realzinho leva o Pirulito. É o Beck, VSM vai pegar o Yuji plantando ou não, ele deleta o Realzinho. O Yuji tá muito aberto, tem que abrir junto os jogadores da Detona. O Yuji consegue o HS pra cima do Tiba. E agora o Rafa tá no 1x2, a bomba tá pra ele. Ele versus Hardzão e VSM. Situação tensa. E o VSM finaliza o Rafa, a equipe da Detona chega ao seu 12º, abre 10 de vantagem, Juca. 10 pontos de vantagem do lado do Sit down.
Z kolei dołożył eliminację Molci, ale to będzie wejście na bombsite B. Tam Marko z żywną eliminacją. Jeszcze Stark z podsadzki. Stark!
Co tu się stało?
Co? Jak to siadło? Niemożliwe.
No wydawało się, że
tutaj
Stark nie
trafił.
zdobędzie już ani jednego fraga, że właśnie spada z tej podsadzki, że